the Brazilian monthly All-Star tournament. It's the top 8 from the past 3 tournaments. It's quarterly. We'll play in an All-Star tournament. It's the top 8 out of I don't know how many, and we qualified for the top 8. As you might have seen from the last 2 Brazilian monthly tournaments, it's 4 hanchans and then +1 if we make it to the finals. We ranked down to 7 down, as you can see. We ranked on stream. We are starting off with 1 Tora. And there might be even some 7 pairs, some on each, what I can see, Toy quite hard here. But that are definitely things that we should keep an eye out for. We skip that. The 7th Sochi is slightly too weak here. We really need like especially a record high here. And then we have a Honit, but we will see. You can cut a 2-pin of the south, but this is a bit way too excessive. Like there's a disconnect here on the right, really unfortunate. There's no way to pause on 10 hours, so we just have to play. I think we got the south. The south pair up is not that great. We can just pin through the hand with DT pin through Tora. It's plenty of value. Tournament is going irregular. The 8 pins out there. We are leading the owners here because we just drew a ramen here. Hopefully we can still replace the 7-9, not the 7-9, the 8-9. So wait with this with the 3-pin or 4-pin here for the Sun's good chance, for Tanrao as well. We keep leading the owners because of Toyman. The owners are just bad here. The owners are just like contested. And it's not a Kokushi there across. It is actually a very fast hand. It can actually be Tempai already, but it's not like that we can really care though. It's not like you're giving up the hand just because they show speed. They are clear of monster with the 7 man, or like they don't need more monster. South is scary, but I think our hand is good enough here with 1 Tora, pin foot chance, standard pin chance. Just to read the south here is 1 Scott, and the 2 pin might deal in here with the 4 pin Tetashi. North Bon Tournament. The 8 cell is kinda iffy. Like the last 8 cell is of course nice, but the 8 pin is already dead. I think we are going to Mawashi on this 2 pin. There's just no reason to deal in. There's just no reason with this in the current states here. Do we have Cheetoids? I guess we 9 cell here. And then 8 so that's like the idea all along. That's kind of just the idea. The 3-1 is trash cut though. That's a bad cut. It doesn't make much sense. Is it a Toy instead? Maybe a Toy E something. I think we 2-pin here because they got the right second after the 4-pin. We are Toy E something. It's still a regular hand sounds. The Dora is okay here. 8-man Golek. It can still be a pawn, but I'm not sure what it is. You just have to read it. We just need a 2. It's not a 5-8 across. It might be a pair-based hand or a toy there. Yeah. I don't know. Like the 808 pin is dead. The Sabo is ultra dead. 8 pin. Like the hand is dead. The hand is dead. Otherwise, the Cheetoids is something. You have now a 2-5-8 so and Totsuse with the 2-5 man. And there is unfortunately no Zenith anymore. 3-pin Sabo. Ugh, I hate that so much. Yeah. They got a 4-pin there. They got a 4-pin for that. They got a 4-pin from the 3 pins. I was like really confused. The 2-pin wasn't even safe, but it was 4-pin into White Dragon, and the 6-man were very old because they got a 8-man as well, and then like they should have been on a ramen with the 3-pin cut, and but they got like 5,200. Hey, they still like they got a lot of value for just no reason. I'm keeping this one, so the 4-1 is a better floater here, but it's the Tora here really makes it sushi here. The North is now 1 Scott. 7. I think we just going north here. Like I know like the 1 so is efficient, but like it might be ending up with like Ichinomino value. And we're also trying to move towards Thunder Pinful here. We kind of want our 4-man back, but like we still have some decent floaters or some decent rolls here. Something for Ichi Tora. And the 9 so is interesting. The 9 so is like and we will be on the console 8 here. Well, we can actually 7-9 pin here, but we can also 9 pin into 7 pin. I think I like this slightly more because if we get like a 4 so here or something like that, we have more thunder outs, and we just like in Aka Nasi, you don't need to Saki too hard. It's pretty much like Sotokawa, and there are 2 5-pin Tsuchi here on the right, but we have to get this extra 1 cell here, I think, for our higher ramen chances. There's 1 8-pin, 2 5-pins, it's still okay. Ideally, we draw the Tora, of course. The 1 cell 2-pin Sabo only has 2 tiles left, but I think we are just faking the ramen cut here. The pincer looks very good here, so if we get Richie on the 5 8-pin, we might even get Ipatsu, but the 4-man really eliminates the lower monster shapes here as well for us. The Socius is the most expensive suit, and that's why we really need an extra tile. There's 5-pin there on the left and 8 here on the right. Must be very close, but as long as we don't see a Richie, we are really not going to kill, to be honest. That's cool, might eat 1 so. Hopefully we don't get like there's not a Richie this turn where we have to push the 1 so in. Hopefully no Richie this turn, which size to snipe my PL card. That's so. Oh my god, we might get sniped on the PL card, but there was nothing to do here. Yeah, it passed, The 4-man is Ura Suchi, is half Suchi on the 1. It's actually not the worst style here, but if we can avoid it, we try to avoid it, of course, but if we get tempered, we don't have any choice than to press the win button. There's still 1 5-pin and then the 8-pins. And it's actually pretty cool because they haven't defended against this. This 2-man isn't safe. So they are either fighting or they don't have it. The 5-8-pin or the 8-pin looks pretty good against both of the Richies. Tora. Let me slide with the 8 so. But the Ipeko Tora. Making funny noises when throwing dangerous stars. It's always like so stupid when you can hold the Tora here with the Ipeko, but we have Stampin Tora here with this Mangan here, and we miss a Hanuman, or like we don't know if he missed a Hanuman because we don't know if the 5-8 so passed. There's Kiriyake Mangan in Aka, or not in Akanasi, there's Kiriyake Mangan in WRC rules. You have a kind of awkward 3 pairs hand, and we really wanted the Kuhai, but it got pawned here on the right. Something to note, or like just got the queen second. This Fordon doesn't show all, and they don't have 1800 all. If it's more than 1800, it's shown. So it's a Tokucho or a Tokyu Fordon, which means like the weaker end of the Fordon spectrum. Like getting a normal hand out of this will be really tough. It will be really tough. So we just got a 5 here, and then the 7. So hopefully, the 9 man. But we kind of just want to get rid of the dangerous stars, and the 5 man next to the Dora double Musuchi qualifies as 2 dangerous. I like just eating the very dangerous star first, sacrificing some efficiency, but the Tsun donkey is okay. The 7, so you kind of want to wait on Pinsu, I think, or like the Tiro, so it's like Pinsu empty. Perhaps lower show or something will do. Like we see 3 cells, but the honor donkey is just always broken. The west is feared. You just have to read the west. There's only 1 left. I just didn't see it. I need to focus a bit. I'm rapping too much, and like we are not tempered. There is just no decision anyway. It's a 1 Scott. A man really has to go here because of the 6-man card here on the left. The Tsun is still alive. The Taisangan is technically still alive. The 9P looks perfect here. There's Golek on that, and it's not at sea. It's not at sea. So someone has a pair of 8 ones, and I think it's Kami-chan here. Oh, it's really good that we got rid of it. That's the first 9P. Another 4. So the Tsun donkey looks spicy. The 9P looks pretty good. The 8 so it's not the worst, but like the Total, we never wait on the 8 so basically. KB donkey. So give me mate KB donkey. Oh, it's 1 Scott. One left. It's not 1 Scott. It's 1 left. I mean, the Tsun is 1 left as well. So. Nani? Okay, it was like there's Golek on that. Nani? Probably fake Golek. We are taking the some pawns or like the pawn sons for like some. And I almost pressed the pawn button. Like all the pawn buttons are okay except for that one. I think Shimakiri. There are like 2 6s out. We maximize some Titoids as well, but we have an extra 3 pin which is not efficient at all. What is left for Simonsa? Like 1 4-man, but they didn't see my 1. I think we are just counting the 3 pin here for Titoitsa out. Like the total is just 2. Wait, we can cut it soon here for a normal, but the 6-0 isn't safe, so we kind of still stuck at like Titoits E something and not like normal E something. Yeah, we can't pawn it. We can't beat 6-pin, 6-pin, I think. Or like we can 6-pin, 6-pin after the pawn, but then why do we pawn in the first place? This is a pawn, for sure. I don't know if I played this correctly. It's just always too awkward like this. It's just always too awkward. Just always. Like, I do think we are paying 3,000 here. I do think we are paying 3,000, but it is what it is. We have to got the 8 so here. Okay, there are other ways, but they were on 2-5 fusion here. They voted out, and it's 8-man 5-so Sabo, I think. People do have a bad GT, or like people have some random stuff sometimes. People do have some weird stuff. But the right, like it was kind of awkward for Toime or Simotsa. Like they had like a 2-5-man wait. They had? No, they had the donkey wait on a 4-man, and then they deal a ramen, and then the DC came in or something like that. The field turn was really not necessary, but they got the hand value anyway, like 1500 is pretty good for that. What was Tora? Lower monster, right? The 2-man, I think. So they had one Tora, or the 3-man. I can't remember, but it was lower monster, I think. Give me the tune, and then we are playing like 5 or 6 blocks basically with the north card. The elements don't seem appealing. The 1 pin, just read it. The tune is a pawn, and then we just have to see what we want, which ramen we want to cut. The monster ramen has overlap, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the worst. Now with the 7 pair up, the cut is, if we can cut 5 pin, but also for 5 man. It's both optional, or like both are fine, I think, in my opinion, after the team pawn. The Sabo 2 pin Dora. The Romancies just don't achieve anything here because he are just better off drawing a Tau because here I have 6 blocks. This is like the weakness of 6 blocks. That NEC doesn't really speed up our hand. I like 8 man. I think I like 8 man here. The 6-9, 2 9-mans, and then the 6-man has overlap. I think I like this, and then we can still hatch everything, or like we have too many pairs, but we can pawn the tune, and then we can decide: do we cut 5 pin or do we cut 2 pin 2 pin? And I probably usually takes ramen, takes a better weight instead of the pawn chance. But we still have to get the tune. I think we see it, and then 2 pin into 2 pin is 1 chance on the 3 pins. We just have to keep our hand moving. We would have done a 2-man, which wouldn't do anything here. 4 pin looks okay here. The Tora, only 1 Tora seen here. Boom. And now 36, which is pretty obvious with a pair card, 2 pin, 2 pin. With a goal here, it's just 100% tempai, but like you can't hide that you are no 10, or you can't hide that you are tempai. I mean, there's the 1/6 man across. There's 1300 in the middle, so any win is very important. Or is a lot of value in Akanasi is 1500 plus basically 15 or 1300, which basically doubles the hand value. Simutsa probably has about the same weight as us. They can have 4/7 man, they can have 6/9 man. I hope that they have a 6/9 man weight, because we are never dealing into that. Like there are only 2 9-mans left, and then the 6-man is obviously just a Simo. So we are just praying that they are on 6/9 man. Because on 4/7 man we will be dealing in. We will be dealing in if they have a 4/7 man weight. Or 5/8 man for that matter, but the 8-man pass, the 2-man pass. So we likely don't have a 5/8 there, so hopefully also no 9-man, or like hopefully we just win, or we get to Rikuku, or we just win here 1500 plus 1300. There is definitely a difference with or without Akatora. You tend to just either you usually have a lot of bad hands, and then you can force like very weird stuff as well. Like here we are forcing the Honitsu. If you didn't see that already, we can pawn 6/7 man and the white of course, and now the green as well. Pensong cut here just to hide it. Basically, there are the 2 pawns. We can't do anything with that. Don't boom. The best is Tora, and Torment can easily have the best as well with the teams. Hopefully not C. I hate this 8 so because if they show oh that's the best. Like the thing is when I show Honitsu also Russische Honitze, but we got the wrong order unfortunately. And then we just unfortunately deal in. We just have to push it here, and then they top the Dora, so the hand is not expensive. But unfortunately, the order was wrong because they fed the 8, so here it's just a very high G chance or very high G. Wait, G twin first. Yeah, okay, we are not paying attention here. It's going to be open now, perhaps on Tora, perhaps 0 Tora here. The 5 so is perfect here. Like if the hand didn't move, we had to cheat the 5 so, and perhaps also the 7 so. But here we can actually get it close, very nice here. Diamond, irregular here, it's not that scary, like the irregular hands. Sansaku is something. We just have to get rid of the honors. The social are the most stars, and it's kind of unfortunate for us that we are waiting here on the 7 star, but we still can upgrade on the months. If we draw like the 6 month, but nah, Timotra, come on. Not the 1 so. And I know that they are dealer, but I really don't want them to feed the Honitz in the Dora suit, because that is like the only way when we can't, the only way that we can't win or we can't push is when Simosa pushes too many social out, because if it's anything else, we can just push against Tournament for pin 2 card. How long are we keeping this 7 man? I think quite a long time. The 1 so should pass because they haven't done anything with their hand. I think we are keeping it a long time because the 7 so really doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good, and we can still upgrade. It does have Tor acceptance, 6-8 so safe, but I do put Torment on a lot of social, and then we have got 6 into 8 just for going Tor acceptance, but is what it is. We can 8 so here. We can actually 8 so here. But the Samsako is just way less likely. But I kind of don't want to keep more. I don't want to keep more social. I don't want to. I feel like social is just going to deal into some stupid hand across. Like the 7 man is definitely usually better for the Sansaku. But I just like don't want to like. This social is still cool, like it's not even a run. I don't know what Torment has. It almost feels like some fake Honitze with this 9-man card. It is Detashi, if I'm correct there. Meaning the 7-man might even deal in, but there's nothing that we can do. If it's not Honitze, it's not expensive basically. And if it is Honitze, it's probably Mangan, and it's not Honitze. We have to cheat upon the 2-man 6. So, and then we still have some chance to get 3900, which is perfect with an open hand. 2 times feels kinda weak. It should pass again, or like the socials just seems too sus right here. It's a Sumakirichi, I think. I think it is. You have Thunder Tora with a good weight here. I would push the 4-man if I was confident about the Sumakirichi, but I'm not. They should pass. This one comes on the 8 pins, and they don't have a 6-9, right? They don't. They had that. Okay, I kind of predicted some upper monster. It's really unfortunate that we are not first. We have a 2 Toras here with our 6 wind. Very nice. The Tournament just had that. They could have had a lot more, but like they made a lot of song discards, and the most broken Raku is Honitze. This is okay. We can lead the east. We can actually pawn everything here, but in real life, to be honest, in real life, I would not be able to pawn the 2 so because I'm like I can't remember what house to pawn. I can't remember what house, but I will be focusing on the most important one, which is the west and the green, and then perhaps the 16. I will remember that, but online is just easier, or like the game will wait for you. But in real life, I do have a bit of trouble. It can still pawn the Torah here, but we now have a devious can put away, and it hasn't come out yet, so I don't think they have it. But if they draw it, they will certainly just steal in. Like it's way better than waiting on the Sabo with the Torah for sure. Because we can actually run here on the 7 pin, but we can't run on the west, or like we can run Simotsa on the west, I guess, but we can still pawn that. Vijfstel can push. You have to push everything here. You have 2 Torahs. That was cool. Like on the tournament doesn't have the 2-pin. Kamicha must have the 2-pin. Because Tournament would just wait the 5-man as Nakasuchi. Because Tournament would just read the 2-pin instead of the 3-pin because it's safer. So we know the core leg is here on the left, and we got a very big Shimote here. That is really the advantage of, or like the thing that I really should practice. But when I have 4 tiles that I can pawn, everything. Like that is something what I have to really practice. And I assume other people have like the same issue, or like if the game is a bit slower, you can obviously pawn still, but it's kind of awkward when you're a bit too late on the pawn, you know. You have a solid hand here, just need a cash win. So, like if you get a Raku high pair, it's actually pretty okay. We don't need painful here. If we were dead last, we might have forced a painful here, but the double shove is always a must keep. He actually had more full because we had a Raku high pair last turn. We are out, by the way. If we are taking, like, I want to say 0 risk, but like, it's not risk free. If you don't have saved out, it's not risk free. Yeah, the south or the green is about the same. And then we can say the 1-pin or the 7 so or something like that. For so can put 3-man run. Ichi Ipeko 3-9. Yeah, probably. I really want to predict as Kamicha, but that's Tilo. I don't know. I really want to predict I really want to predict my template but like I don't know if they had like 2 good floaters. I really don't know. They had a 4-so floater. They would have had the Tampin Ipeco on the 2-5, so later on because they drew like a 3-so, but that is like the best case scenario, of course. I think 1-man is still the cut because you can upgrade, you can future NDC as well, and they need a lot of points. I would love to cut a 1-2-man earlier for Tampin. I think the 1-2 is still the best card. Unfortunately, we missed a Tomb pair, but we have a pinful hand with a Ramen Hanchan here. Excepting the 2-so for 7-so here. There is technically 3-4-5 Sansaku here as well, but like we just need any hand, and then we are hopefully outside of Manganshima range is 12k because we are lost Tiro, and there is Akare Yame, or like we can't end the game. If we are tempai or win a hand, the game will indefinitely continue. Dude. We have to keep the 7 pin for the 6 pin to roll, and then we can cut the 3 pin for pinful each something, and then like we have to keep every single tile here. The 1-man is kinda nice for an extra block, but we don't really need an extra block. We kinda need a pair. If it was like a 2-man instead, we would keep it, because then the 2-5-man becomes our head, and then I think we want 1 cell here. There's 1 2 cell, but like we kind of still want an upgrade here. The 2 cell is like really like the backfire, but we can cut 4 pin or something like that. We can cut 4 pin, and then we can still figure something out. I just value the 7-9 pair up, or just like the 5 pin where we can Sansuku as well. I think this is like the middle ground. Their owners are all dead, by the way, for Tournament, so they have a ton out there. And it's kind of scary, because the 6 pin is Tora, but there's not much that we can do currently. The 5 cells, the triple 5 cells, they like have 2 5-man, the cells are almost all out, because we have 35, or we can see 35 cells, so the Pinsu just becomes the most sus, and the 3-6 pin is now high alert on the 3-6 pin, but we like, what are we going to do against it? Like, are we folding? Like, not against that, but if they see something, perhaps you can fold, but I don't see how we can. This is a 5-man, and it doesn't make much sense that they have a 5-man with a 6-man pawn. It's also not a slide, so what is it? 5-3-3. Perhaps that they have a 3-man piano. It's really awkward if they have a 4-man piano. Wait, this is a toy. I think we are actually folding against that. Like we really don't need tempai here. And like it's obviously with the 5-man 5-man. It feels like a pair overflow. Like it can even be toy, Thunder, Tora 3 or some bullshit like that. So I don't think we really want to. Okay, they just have a 3 pin PL and a 2 short PL, and they just have 1 Tora. I really. Oh wait, you can just cut 1, so I didn't see. I wanted really to cut the 2 pin there, but I didn't see the 1, so we have decent lead here. I think we are keeping the east here. Basically, partially because of safety, and partially because we don't need any of the honors. We can pawn the east here. No, not the 8, so we can do that. It's a bit too much for me to look in the 8 pair here. Like if we get the east pair, final pair is perfectly fine. We are playing 4 hands on scramble, so like we kinda also need more points in that regard. So if we can farm like a Mangan Sumo here, we will be definitely farming more points here. Not what we want to see. They also have a really good cut off. They really have a good cut off. They need it Simo Pinful +1 basically. It's 7-8 and then the 7-4. So if we can feed Simotsa, can we feed Simotsa? Like we tried to feed the 6-man already. Just ditching the east, the 5-man. We can feed the 5-man here on the right. Okay. The 8-man still tilts into a Sabo. But if it deals into a Sabo, it's usually a little bit cheaper. We don't have that much of a buffer. Top of Mushichi on the right. Like, we really want to feed Shimotsa here, but like, we don't have anything safe against Toyman that we can feed, except for the East, I guess. But like, the East won't deal in here on the right. We are just trying to feed them, but they already just got the 7 here. For so. I don't know, is the 8 so better or the 1 so better? I think the 8 so is better than the 1 so. Because it's 1 son on the Kansan, and if it's Kansan, it does deal into Thunder or Painful as well. 2 man is Kamputsu. The 8 man still deals into a Sabo, the 9 man is 1 Scott here. I think the 8 cells are pretty solid here. 1 to the Norths have passed. I need to like move close to the monitor for the honors. Like I don't have like they have enough. They have enough. Way more than enough. Okay, we got a second. It's still okay, but it's kinda just unfortunate. The other table has finished already. Really unfortunate. I don't think we could have done much else. You can not hide the players. Like, it's so weird, this 4-pin card. This 4-pin doesn't make any sense. I see now. I see the Sunken now. And then they have a random Sabo. But they could have just got the 3-pin here for Ramen, and then replace the pair later. And then they have a really awkward Sabo, and I don't blame Kamicha here for dealing in. I did put Toyman on a lot of sources, but they actually don't have it. Well, they do have it, but they don't. The 5-8 actually deals in here on the left. So the slide, like if we slide here with the Tora, like we would just deal in with the 8 so most likely. I saw the late 9 so, but like, and we run here for HK, and then this was just way too awkward. This was just like way too awkward. They have a 1-4 here, and then they went Tora Tanki, and then the Lichi came, and then they dealt the 4-man, and then they got this for the Futon Ramen. I see now. Diamond, the Sabo. They miss Ipatsimo on the. They have 2 Toras there as well. They miss Ipatsimo on the 7-man. It's a Sabo, AC 1-8-man. The 5 shows are basically. I think I take the. This 3 tiles versus. I think I just take more tiles here. It's 3 tiles versus 2 tiles. So I think I just take the 7-man weight here. To be honest, but. Tournament had one really broken hand, so, and oh my god, it's actually a full, like an entire, entire monster shape here. It's 4-7, 6-9 by the way. It's 4-7, but I don't think we could afford it here. Like, it would be really scary, but I could afford because I knew what our weight was basically. I knew what our weight was if we couldn't sumo, but I think it's really tough to give up the hand, especially because they have an early 2-man and they didn't bond the 1-man. So I know that they don't have Tora. It's really like that they still have Mangan there. It's just like really unfortunate, and they got wrecked here because it's like the only tile that they can deal in with, because the 6 is sumo here, and they can cut a 6 here technically, but no one is going to cut a 6 still. Or like the 6 even deals in, like there's nothing to cut there. And then here it's unfortunate. And we were basically hoping that they were forcing the flush, and they just got them back earlier, and we were forcing the other flush because they got the west here, and then the 4-pin doesn't even do nichts. So it's just it is what it is here. And here, like we knew that Tourney was void in pin tiles, and it's quite questionable to be honest. I really didn't want to wait on the 7, so there's only one 7 so left here. And here on the left it's 5-8. It's just 5-8 with the Sansaku on the 5. They are ATOCK here. I don't know why they damn out. I don't know why they damn out. I don't know why they just got the 8-pin is okay, and then what happened here? Yeah, okay, 8-pin or 5. Okay, I see. Like they just got tons of backfires, and then they decided to receive after. Tournament, Sabo 7, so 8-1. And they won, right? Of course, they won. I did read some upper shape here with the name on card. It was a good win by us. It's just like the pawn in New Life is just hard here. Because I have to remember all the tiles. And they have a... What do they have? A Sabo 7-1, 1-1. And they don't have a 7-pin, which is expected. And then this 2-pin Kolek is not Tournament, it's Kamicha and then Mishimo here. And I thought we were clear here, but Tournament still manages to Mongonshimo. I wonder when the next game will start. We are facing here on the left is Exxon and 2-turn and a 3-turn here on the right. We are starting west here with one single west. I don't see, like the obvious thing is always Tonra, Tura. Got the cash wins. The double is Sakigiri here, the one ping pong. We are not that concerned. We can just got the honors here. We don't really like. We are not going to choke the hand here. The double is dead, and we have a very winnable Tora here. Or like we have perhaps a painful. We have a strong enough hand for sure where we can just lead the honors. They don't have the clean. They don't have the red. So if we draw it soon and our hand still looks like this, we are going to choke Tournament out. But we have a very good hand here with the uncle here. Tora acceptance, thumbed out chance. Thumbed out chance is a capital C. The chance is not here, or like it's not here anymore. It says no thumb now. If we have to really see. Do we 6-man here? Like if we go 6-man and then we draw another 2-man and then we have Tonga, but like it's only 2 tiles. If we get another 2-man here, so be it. But I think I just take the higher template chances. The 6-man is half shoot here on the left and here on the right. Don't expect it to ever deal into tournament. Famous last words, of course, but it's half shooty, so we can actually keep it. 6 Shimakiri. It does have Tora acceptance, but we already accepted Tora. And then the Ramen here is way stronger. Then there's the Kansan here. 4-7-man, 5 tiles left. The Ramen here, fully live. There's another 4-man. That is why we have the extra 6-man. Because now the 4-7-man is about that, but we are still going for the ramen, I think. I don't think we are saboing. Now we have Tora here as well. It's almost, there's another 4-man. Oh, another 7-man. Dude, my first 7-man is dying out. Give me a 7 man. Con, we have 2 more Toras, but we have a Tora Sabo. Oh my god. If you want to put whole players, just come, and then, like, I don't know the EV here. I'm not used to playing with 3 indicators here, but we have 2 confirmed Tora with an optional tilt. But like, I kinda want to vote out. I guess, dude, it's just okay. This is safe. Get me to 7 man. Give me the 7 man. This is one Scott already. 5 pawn. The 8's are suitsy, but like, ew, the goal leg, scary. 3 man, and do 4th, I guess. There's always an option. Nope. Not that down. I hate if you paying 3k on the cuckoo. My 6 months. This is full pin is really not like, we can't push it ever. With the 8 into 6 it's just really ill advised. And there isn't that much left for Simonson to be waiting on, to be honest. There isn't much, and there's the 4-7. It's Tura 2 and Ura 5 with the uncle. Yeah, that is why you don't push, especially not the 4-7 pin. It's so telegraphed, it's so readable. Like, you can read it in 2 different ways. You can read it with the 8 pin into the 6 pin discard. But you can also read it because there is nothing left. There is about nothing left for them to be waiting on. So, and like, even if they have like they don't have 12k, they have a garbage hand there. They actually have complete garbage across. Like, we had 2 Turas, we had a 5 man. The Tournament didn't have a 5 man. They don't have the 7 there, and that was the 4, so they could have a 4, so, but even 1 or 2 is just way too like they probably shouldn't have come their tournament because they are just paying more. Like, they still paid the same value because the first con Euro tournament was the 8 pin. But like, you just don't want to come, or like, you don't want to push into 6 indicators. It's just setting up for the minus 16k there. It's just asking for it, and it's unfortunately for us, it's the person in last place stealing into the person in second place here, or like in the score sheet. Sionko time. So can just be cut here with, yeah, we can cut the 8, so we still maintain pairs. Really want to cut the pins shape, but like, this also cool meme with 5-6, so it's not really there. We just have to keep the pairs and hope for the best. Just hope for the best. There's no Akadora, so we can just cut 5 into 6, and we don't have to worry about missing out on the Aka. Oh, T something. I think 4 man into 3, and then we can steal Shionko. Like, in Aka Nasi, you always have to keep the Shionko alive. It's not an option, but now we can't see to it. Yeah, I think just one pin. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just like that we had C towards E something. Like, otherwise we wouldn't be pushing, but this 4 so feels so weak though, but really, but the 4 might deal in though. It's also next to the Tora. was our safe here on the right, but it might go in across. Are we out with one pin, one pin? Do we have anything better? I don't think so. Patsima 369 for the thumb out here, thumb pin. Really another hammer, or like, at least we are not paying 6k here. Really another massive hand here. We just have to cut the chin here. Like, we can of course 1, 2, 3 Sansaku here. We can of course Sansaku here, but I think we're just going to see here, and then we have pretty good shapes. The one pin just locks in the Sansaku basically, because the other shapes are pretty much confirmed. We can pawn the 9, so 7 pin here. We just have to go, and then we are also threatening that we have the Green Dragon here. We are threatening the Green Dragon here, so that is a bonus here. So people will be more reluctant to fight my hand here. Do so once cut. No, we misclicked, we misclicked, we misclicked. We misclicked the 5p. We misclicked. Dude. The 5p, come on. Don't get punished. Don't get punished. Don't get punished. 7 so pawn. I don't want to pawn this. Like, we might need the defense because we kinda mess up our hand. We kinda messed up our hands already. And like the 5 so like Tournament. Do we put Tournament on Thunder? I don't think so. I don't think they put Thunder. Nah, like they don't. Perhaps then the 9 so pawn becomes okay, but I think we just have to Chanta or like Chinson, Tora Tanki here or get the east. Like, it's not a Thunder across, like, it's not. Really afraid of the Tora 3 across. We are really, like, we are threatening it and they are fighting. So that means that they have something better or they just have the Tora still. Perhaps we should keep the 9 so for the other players. There's one chance on the last 7 so of course. Yeah, there's just no fighting here, like, we beat the rights and then bit too iffy here. Like, even if we build up on Tora, the hand is way, like, we already pulled it out on our dealership. Just like that tournament doesn't show, it is just showing a non-thumbnail hand here. It just ruins my entire hand, or like the king second. That. Imagine if they don't have the greens. Imagine if they don't actually have the greens, but they had the tune still. They had the tune, so. And Timotza is fighting, so they might have the Dora here on the right instead. They are fighting here on the right. No, it's a KB 7, so. Just 3p, and then we can keep the social against Timotza. It can even be a toy actually, like. If they kept some assistant, they kept a 6-1 here. They pawn with a 5, so with 7-7. But still, we don't want to find out if it's a toy, well, the Queen Second or both. we really don't want to find out, and we did find out, but we didn't deal in. I really want to cut the 8-9 so here, and then the 9-7, but there actually is a Sansaku here. It's really very specific draws, and it's something that we don't really want to open for, because we can always stomp in or something like that with this hand. With the Torah acceptance on the 4-5-5-6 shape. This 9 so doesn't make much sense. This 9 so after the 6. Like it screams like Honitsu, but perhaps I'm mistaken. Give me the 7 so, give me the 7 so. Like we're keeping the 5 so for the Torah acceptance, and then we can cut 8-9 so, and then we have just Richie being full Torah chance or something like that. But otherwise, you can just read this 5 so. If it gets too dangerous, we will just read the 5 so. But the Torah draw is like the perfect draw here, and the 4 so is also quite good here. The 7 so is now one Scott, as Diamond doesn't have the social or the pintas that we need. It's just a bit awkward if we get a 6-8 pin here, where we just have really no meat, then we can still cut the pension for the Torah block. And the 6 pin we can still pin full. With the 8 pin, the 8 pin is definitely the worst roll here for Tempeh. Or the 5 so, but 5 so is just about to be Shimakiri. And we can Litchi here, Litchi Sansaku. We do the right side. Or we kind of want the 7 so, but it just confirms the Sansaku. This just confirms the Sansaku, so it's about as good, I would say. Tournament doesn't have my 7 so, Simos doesn't have my 7 so. Long Suchi, but like Long Suchi isn't a thing, especially not with the 5 so Richie. One Scott as well. One pin here on the right. There is so push, Torah push across. They will discard the 7 so across if they draw it for sure. There is so Torah here on the right. The Torah almost out, so people 4 so. Oh wait, it's Suchi now. 7 so. Nah, not the 4. The Uncle Suchi with it. My 7 so as well here on the left. It's just what it is. 1 4 pin was almost dead as well. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 6 7. At least we have now we actually have a Honitsu with the extra 9, so we actually have a Honitsu here. Trying to head for the Kokushi, but it's not there. The Honitsu is here, but the west is one Scott, the north one Scott. It's just kind of unfortunate, but we can definitely still just we won't be pulling the 6 up because it loses out on door acceptance. But the 6 up pawn is here very mediocre, but the rest is just a pawn, and then we are in the Dora suit. Hopefully the best, and then get the Mangan, the Kiriake Mangan here. Oh, the best. Oh my god, perfect. The 5 so next for the Ramen Kansan, and then easy win, right? Easy win. If we draw a Tsumpel, is it 2 so then? Let's see those E something. Or is it north? The tune draw is really awkward though. Like I think it's 2 so, but just need the Sonpai one. We have enough blocks. We have enough social blocks here. Oh no. Why are we defending here? Why are we defending? Dude. Why are we on the defensive here? I should just be full attacking with the Mangan. I don't know why we kept the tune. It's not even better in the world than the Queen Dragon. It's really not. Like, it's really not. We have 5200 if you don't get the Torah. That's the Torah here on the right. But this is 6 here on the left. Like, they must be really friendly if they give me a Torah here with an open hand with a cash win pawn. We will be pawning for Tempeh, any tile. You lose out on the Teriso, but it is what it is. We have now toy chances as well, double Dora acceptance, but first Dora is only thing that matters here. No pawn, no pawn. 5-0, 5-0, Kami, 5-0. That's a wrong 5. You can still Mangan here, or like, if you get a 5-0, it's Mangan. Otherwise, it's still pretty solid. It's still 5-2. With the best Uncle 8-4 open. They must be really friendly if the 5-0 comes out. We have to push everything. Like, we don't have to push the door because it's just a sumo. 8-0, only one left, and we just have to read it. There's just no defending here. We can defend with 9-0, 9-0, but like with this, we are just not defending, and we are about to deal in. Yeah. Oh my god, this is a massive hand here. Yeah, this is what it is what it is. Oh my god. What is this hand? What is this hand? Come on, we are starting off with 7 types again. Like, it's just incredible. And hopefully not another 12k. Hopefully not another 12k. We have bad news here, and that is that Kamitra also pushed out the Pintas and then the Mansetas. And like, it's not good if they have a Kokushi instead, because Ogonitsu is just like not getting there. We know that one Queen Second is here on the left, so like, good luck, I would say. You just have to push out the South, twice cut, it deals into some Kokushi later on. Just like every other journal, but if it's already Kokushi overflow, they can just win, I guess. Our hand is still quite weak though. I think they actually have the Mansi on the right. I think they actually have the Mansu here, but the 4-man pawn is kinda awkward with a fluster to the Mansu Makiri. It might not be a fluster, but it doesn't look like Tanrao. Indeed it doesn't. I think we're just trying to fight it. I think we are. If it's Kokushi Tempeh, yeah, so be it, but it's not a Kokushi. Or like, we can't even deal in with it because they are created. We can hold the count, but we are down so many points. We are down way too many points here. For some reason, or like, we got into a 12,000 point hand. I kinda know what happened. The 2-shot smash card. The 4-shot pawn is probably okay, but like, we don't want to take. Okay, that's a 30. Oh my god, yeah, like, still like 2 something here, and the 2, so like, we can get Gaten, I guess. Yeah, just stop the tune. I guess we can. Nah, we never getting Katen. Kamita won't push the monster towers out, I think. 5 so, Kamita 5 so. I don't think we want to drop the 6 mana here, so we are just basically karate, or not even tempai, so it's not even karate, but the 2 so it's we are never getting the 2 so. Oh no, the Sabo is ultra toast as well. The Sabo is almost more toast, but there's still 1 3 so left. If they blown this, I swear we would quit the tournament. Before so Skabe. I think just Shimakiri, and then we can still bond the Teriso if it comes, but like otherwise he just take minimal risk. Yeah, that's a template on the right. It's 6 or 8 man. But perhaps I took excessive risk on this 5 so Nagasutsu. East card is interesting here on the left, this really is. It's a seed wind. We can have a floating 5 pin here. We will calm if we when we can calm, but like it's just too premature here. We have a floating 5 pin here. And then we can certainly try to connect tempai, but we don't have 5 blocks right now. The Dora acceptance. I hate the 1-2 pin. I hate it so much here. If we get like a 4-6 pin, we will just take the extra 5 pin as a floater. Oh, this is kind of iffy though. We are like Uncle Headless here, but we have a 4 of a kind. 3 pin, 3 pin, give me the 3 pin. We can't do 2 Toras here, which is nice. The 3 pin is now capate of Sushi, or like it's basically the same thing. We will cut the 3 pin later on, but we can still throw like a 1 so, and then we have future. Nah, we just like that's so bad actually. Should just like this down. Yeah, just Sakigiri it, and then look into Tora 2, and then the 9 pin is all safe down here. No, wait, quality is kinda iffy. It looks good with the 5 pin calm, with the 6 pin in our pond, or like the 6 pin in our pond doesn't add much because we don't have a ramen. But like, someone probably has some 3 pin pill or something like that. The 4 pin, interesting push. Give me my thumbnail. Let me thumbnail slide. Or like we want to have a 4-7 pin ramen, but then we wouldn't have a Tora. We would have thumbnail instead. Atosuke. Oh my god. Why do we only have 5,000 points left? I guess I now know why the collect why there was a collect on the reserve, because Tourney or Kamija could call it. still trying to incorporate the Torah into our hand here. We don't have value otherwise. Like the best case scenario is connect to the 5 pin, cut 8, 9. We can cut 8, 9 here because the 7 pin connects to the Torah, and then we get thunder pin for Torah. But it's like wishful thinking here, but it's definitely something like we might as well try to get like the full thunder pin for Torah, because like we are down so many points here. And there's nothing else. There's just nothing else. You can suck people out of the white dragon, I guess. But we just push our seed wind here with our zombie as well. Like the Tsar was one squad, but I just carried it without thinking. We like if we had like a 4 so here instead of a 1 so. We would have a fun time, but we can't defend here. The West are still zombie, but it's worth fighting, I think. The 6-pin, the 6-pin is very weak though. The 6-pin is too weak here. But we can invest West here. And we can still try to fight a little. There's a third 6-pin. Our hand is obviously toast now. 1p, keep the best for Toyman. Not that I think people are fighting this. 6-man though, 6-man. Come on, what is that? The demons aren't even clear here, but it's the demons steal into some Sabo. And sometimes even a Penson, but the Penson is only 1 chance. Scots are maintaining our saves, but probably the best Scott is a 7 so into the 8 so, to be honest. There's a last 6-pin. I think we are just folding. If we had perhaps some winning chances, perhaps 3 more, but there are 0 winning chances. With the KB 6-pin, we can push the 7-pin out. Just it saves, but the 7 so should still be very fine across the 1-man here. We have the high day, and then like we can 7 so 9-man. It's a Simo, that's a Simo. It's Simo Thunder. Hopefully we get a close, hopefully. Eastman's got. We can just eat the east, or we can eat the south as well. Like perhaps the south first, but like we don't really care about our bonus here. We just want to win fast. So or like we paired up is still good, or like not ideal, but good enough. Some irregular hand here on the left. Just very weak with these shapes, so with 6-man here for the Ipeco with the Sabo, but there's no other card basically. There's just nothing else. Tsushima-Kiri, like there's a Cheeto, it's on the Naiman card, but it uh just gives us triple sample 2 mana for 4 pin, 7 pin for our East turn, which is so bad. Because we will be opening for and then the extra 2 mana really doesn't do much. And we accept the 4 mana already.
Boom. Boom. Chi. Boom.
Kind of awkward cool with the two, so because they have like an Ipeco shape and then they just decide to pawn there. You can actually pawn the 7 mana for a pin here. They are forcing Tortoise with the 2-4 so card, but it's too slow there. It should be way too slow across. I don't even know if they're Tempeh or not. It almost doesn't feel like Tempeh. It really doesn't.
Boom.
Oh my god, they are Tempeh now though.
Sumo.
1k each. The 7, 8, 9, but the calls are too weak here. The calls are just too weak for the 7, 8, 9. Now we are skipping the C's. And now we actually can see. Now we completed one shape, so we can actually see the other two. The extra 9 pin also really eliminates our flexibility in our hand, so we should see the 7 man 8 cell here, and we can still keep the triple console here in the pins. We won't be calling the pin task. We are better off trying to draw something good ourselves. You can basically see the pins as like a ramen, and then the other two as a bad shape, and we want to only call the bad shape. We only want to call the bad shape basically, so skip. We will have to call anything here, 0-2, and not a pawn, but like any cheese that advance our hand. It's one card, the rest is still live. The 6-man cap actually helps our hand quite significantly. It does help. this also would be something that we could keep, but it's like we are way too deep into our Sansoku here. I think we actually can keep it, and then we have got the 16, but there is a little bit more flexibility here where we just got Ichiban Tora, but probably still the Sansoku.
Each.
They discarded Tora, so we can actually just ignore them, but we are still pretty far away. We still have to push 2 tiles for any tempo. Yeah, it's just 9. So Kaiten here looks pretty awful. Or like the Kaiten chances don't look good, but we can see here. It is Suchi discard, and then we can just see what we get afterwards. We obviously don't have Raku. We can cut the 9 into 8 man, and then just see. It's a 4. Wait, it's a 3, 6, 7. Wait here. From Mangang. We have a painful hand, hopefully. Some good chance. But it doesn't look good, but like we need we needed some Paimon Simo here, and it's not going to happen. I can tell you that. We need like 30 counts, and then we might get a Sampai. But oh yeah, the pawn, yeah, 1-1. It's really awkward. Like they can still have a Tanra with the pawns, of course. But if they have like 3 Mansu pawns, they could also go like Honitsu or Toitoitsu. It's probably worth a lot more than the Tanra or Tora. I kind of want to see, like the Chi is not doing much. Like it's not like it, like we are just not winning the hand, and we should just accept that. We have Dora 2 charms here. Tournament top the Dora already, but I don't think Kamicha will be topping the Dora, but at least we can hope for the Chongkan turn out Dora 2. Eight being 3 times card, the 5 being 2 times left, skip. The 7 so actually can deal in, but it's not that high of a deal in rate, but like here we go. Chongkan, Dora 2 please. Yeah, we are basically betting on that they don't have a Tojo on. It's with the 1-1-1-1 here, but it's, and we have like Mangan Swans, right? Mangan Swans. This is like the weirdest Mangan Swans I've seen. This is like the weirdest Mangan Swans that you can have. It's the Changkan. It's a Changkan one. It's really worse than Atoshike. Well, we have Hote as well. Hote. But like Kamita, like got basics, to 2-5, so we can touch the 2-5, so the right is safe. He didn't get the Chunkan Thunder Turret 2 here, but we got them by, and at least we got some points. 4-man. It's a 2-5 so here, and there's a 7 so across. So tricky. There was a con and a car basic so the 7 stars would just steal into tournament. Yeah, good 1000 points. What can I say? What can I say? We have 2 more hanchans afterwards. And then I think we are just pressing the count button. I think we are just reading it. We are fixing the pair here. The safe house is way too weak here, but yeah, Vantari, it's a Shimakiri. Vantarima, like I don't know, like I just don't know how we are ever like how we are ever getting some Paimon that is so rough. It's just so rough. Actually, Paimon, nah, Paimon isn't enough. Paimon isn't even enough here. I don't know. Are we cutting the 7-9 here if we get such a good chance? I think so, because ramen, or the ramen just has higher Shimo rates as well. Higher win rates, and then we can just hit the Ura. I think we are just cutting this, and then we can see for the Sansaku or something, or we can cut the ramen afterwards. The 1 3 times cut, the 2-5-man 2 times cut, and the 1-4 so 3 times cut.
Each.
Yeah.
Boom.
Deal into some Paimon here, deal into some Paimon. At least we are E something, but we didn't get to some school, so we can't open. Not that we really want to open, but like we will have to open if we could open, but there is no open here. The 3 months, if it deals in, it would be so Pepeka though. It is Pepeka if it deals in. Litchi, Toratu, Uratu, they trio here. They are throwing here on the right. They are throwing. Let's take a screenshot here. Okay, someone. Wait, it's. Just like they are throwing so hard here on the right. I don't know. I don't know here. The 4 is pretty safe. It's like once I was on the 6-pin. It is 6-pin re. We can just south here as well. Like it's just like we gave them to Ura here. Like they can play me, I guess. They can play me, but this is just first of all this Paimon here. so unnecessary most of the time. They shouldn't come here for the 4-pin console. Wait, not, oh, dude, come on, why do you come with no Raku? They are just a deal inexpert, and they have a 4-pin donkey here, and then they have a 1-4 so here, and they switch to the 1-4 so. Like, like this, you don't have any value here. Like, you have one Dora, I guess. Dealing in with the swappiness is way too soft. It's just 8 into the 6 here. You can try the 1 throw, but like I would fold out 100%. But we gave Toyman that 12k here. And there was just nothing here that we can do. It's just nothing. There's just nothing here. Like, we can fold out, but the chance that it's cheaper, or the chance that we are fighting 1-2-1 here is pretty high. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. The count is still okay here. It's actually better now because Simutsa, the strongest player, is not on our left. We can expect more cheese here. That is something what is really something that kind of matters. If the strongest player is on the left, you basically never get Honitsus and such, so you might as well not force Honitsu. If the strongest player is somewhere else, you might get a Honitsu. We have to enable calling for the 7-man Kansan. That is just a cheat, because if we pass, there's only 2 tiles left. This 1 pin is really weak, but it's okay for now, but on any upgrade we will just reach this 1 pin. But for now it's still okay to keep. It's still okay. Yeah, so upgrade there's 1 pin here. The saves are pretty much fixed. But if we do like a 4, nah, like perhaps a 2-man, we can start cutting the run count, but the 3-man has almost no ruse here. The 2-pin, extra 2-pin might have some ruse. If we open with the 7-man, we can cut the 6-pin. But if we want to keep it close, we probably want to cut the 2-pin instead. But we can cut 8 so here. And then have the pinchu shape as our pill. And it accepts 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pin here for the head. Oh, not a 4-pin, not a 4-pin, but you basically know what it accepts. I think we keep the extra 4-pin for the headless shape, and for the Dora throw, but the 4-pin will be needed next turn. The 7-man is unfortunately still at C, because it's way too weak. It's way too weak after the skip. We can need a 4-pin here. Stop Mushichi against Kamita Tournament. This is one turn of trying it. We can actually cut the 6-man here. We can actually try the 6-man. Oh, it doesn't even do a 7, 8, 9 Sansaku across. No, we can do this instead. There's no Akatora, so you don't have to worry about the 5-man. And even with the 5-man, we kind of want the Tora instead of the ramen 5-man deal. The Chichun Tora 5200. It's very light, or like very expensive here, the middle Sosu. I usually don't expect a run, but like people do push slightly harder in Akanashi. But 8 here on the left. You actually have more food. We have actually 50 food. It's 6400. On the run west across, they are still falling or mawashing, so I don't expect them to come out. Just chasing the. At least we are blocking the 4-7. The 5-man is not. It's actually double Mushuchi. I think. No, it's half Suchi. But they must be tempered. Yeah, 9. So is K8 off? Okay, there we go. It's 6,400. It's 6,400. If we hit here, it's 8k. It's 8k here. Very important win here. Stealing the Richie stick as well. Stealing the Richie stick is very nice as well. Like after the Richie, you don't need to know the score. So you basically just have to focus on the tile that you can run. And if you say the score incorrectly, people will have to correct it at your table. Or the computer does it for you. We will try to hold the honors, but the clean is one card, and then this is tough to keep. The Torah here. Clean second pawn across. We draw a few good tiles here. Yo, luckily not that afraid of the Taishangan here, because the second also already passed. You can 7 so here. And then into 4 pin. The 4 pin is a better floater here, and that's like such good chance on the upper also too, but the 2 9s is already out. I'd rather just get a faster hand this 4 pin than trying to connect for the Sansoku. I kind of want to cut Nijman, but the hand just has no future after the Nijman, and if it gets in, like, you can't take the risk here. I trust the 2 pins, it does you into some consoles, so most people take the ramen anyway. But the Sotokara is just way better, I think. Cool leg, Tournament. If Tournament has the flash, we are screwed actually. We are kinda screwed here. We are kinda screwed. Or like, we had some safe tiles. But like the pins aren't safe anymore. We just have to go 3-man, cutting a pair, and then the 6-man is Nakatsuchi. So that is the idea here. Cutting a pair and then cut the Nakatsuchi. The pins can't be touched though. And there's a tier in here for Richie, Rampeka, Richie pin for Dumping, Rampeka. Really unlucky for Shimutsa because they have the same Rako here. They can't cut the pins into the Honitsu. Perhaps also Toto. This is 12k, and then here the Tampin Ipeko. And the Takame. We almost got India as well. Nice hand here on the left. Unfortunately, the East Sakia didn't work out for us. We need a first, we need like we need a good first to come back because we are down in the dumps. We are last place, very last place. Yeah, Vantora here. If we can move towards Tanra, we will go for Tanra. But it's still pretty rough here. Like the 8 pin is a natural card, but if we get like another 8 pin, it would be perfect. I think 1 into 3 man here to move towards 7 pairs, moving towards Tanra. Well, Tanra is difficult here, I must say. But like, I don't want to keep the constant here. We kinda just want to have a pair-based hand. If we get like a Tora, it would be perfect. There's a lot of gold like here. And then we can cut the 8 pin later. Oh my bitrate, my sim is dying. Oh no, my sim is dying. I still have internet though, it's just my internet. I don't know what it is, I don't know. But I see that my stream is dying for some reason. Let's refresh the stream. Is it okay now? It seems to be okay. We are east something here. Keeping the extra 7 months for the floater where we can cut 3 so in the 6 pin we can just slide for Tanga or Sansaku here. What do we want to draw here? Like a 6 man would be nice. Tempe of course is also okay. You have to keep the 7 man for painful.
Eat.
There's 33 on the right with the 7 so. Shouldn't be waiting on social for 7 man. It's like dangerous. So do the middle pins, but you can cut 3 so on anything. Here we can just 3 so. Yeah, Richie Ventura on the Campus, isn't that? It's pretty strong, but it, I think we can 3 so here, like the 3 pin is Campus. But I don't think we are ever reading the 7, but we will see. Yeah, it's 5-8 pin or for 7 man. It's you can almost just see for 10 pack because we can't really read the 7 man. We can't really read the 7 man. We really like it's not like that we know the weight or anything, but like it's just like there's now 3 pin KB. We can see the 8 man here.
Eat.
Oh, there's a 7 man. It passed. It actually passed, but now we have a 5-8. Ooh, the 5 so is actually pretty okay. It's a KB 7 so. What is it? 9 so, 9 so, 8 so? Wait, what is it? I'm confused. What do they have? 5-8 pin. Okay, the 5-8 pin was also left, I guess. He had a kombucha weight and it didn't came out, so I thought it was still good in the wall. Or like if someone we can't really time out our pin Futura, so we have to just press the win button. But we didn't win. We can actually pawn here. We can actually pawn. We did seat win first. Seat win first and Troyers. Yeah, it's 2,300 in the middle, and we don't have tour acceptance. So just winning here. There's 1-5 mana across. It feels like Mansu heavy though. We can pawn the 605 pin here. It's not that big of a deal. We can of course keep it close as well. Shimokiri, the 8 mana is busy next. You just eat the 8 man. Just eat it. We will be pulling the 5 pin 6, so the 3 man will likely just get cheat because it's just monster heavy there. 7 man. Not the task that I want to see. I don't know if they are tempe or not. Not that we can really we can't really touch Tournament though. If they have more monster we can't really do anything about that.
Dom.
This is a monster only, so we would almost discard this too. Or we would almost steal India, but we don't. Simon's already got this Hanchan. If we get like a 6 give me a 6 give me a 6 or tune here. That is wait, the 6 is paired up. I thought we had a 9 pair. I was mistaken. Who needs to here with the Torah suits? Very nice. We can actually pawn everything. The saves won't get better here, so we got the pension here to hide the flush. And to hide the flush, and then 6-7. That is really nice. That is really nice. Just spawn the tune for 6-0, and then the 3 depends on hopefully not that obvious. Hopefully it's still not that obvious, but we will just eat 5-8 man there. If he drew the 5-8 man, we will just material it for the Hunitzer Mangan. Otherwise we don't have any value anyway. We really want to pull the 4 stars because then the 3 stars will more likely come out. We are trying to hide the flaws, but like it probably won't happen, or like hiding it is pretty tough though. 5 so C it's pretty okay, or now 1 scar, so the C is not really okay. Like there's an Itze as well, there's an Itze on Itze Tora. Now it's 1 scar. If Kamita cuts it like this jump perhaps we still have a lot of flexibility. So we have a lot of flexibility with the 5 so C. But it just sucks that we haven't, like we deal the 8 so, and we deal like some good tiles, and we deal the tune, but we still haven't pumped the tune. It's kind of bad. It's really bad for us. You're not taking the extra 2 pin here. 16. Tom doesn't. Simon does have the Kokosi. I think we can see here, and then hopefully see another 5. So, or like we can still bond the tune, and then 6-9 so we can pair something up. We have a Hanchan here. It's 4-7 so, and then the 5-7 so, and then the 3 so. And we can still bond the tune, and then cut the 4 so, or cut the 8 so. We can cut the 8 so, I think. There's the Torah here on the left. Pretty spooky to be honest. It's pretty, but it was already safe because of Tournament. Cleared it. We might deal in, but it shouldn't have Torah, so we can just push. There's the 5 so that we really need. 3 so is also what we need. The 3 so is bad. We really badly need the 3 so though. Like the 5 so is optional because you can't get the 7 so here as well. And there's the east here in. Double east. Mitra should have just played a 5 so deal or something like that. This feels like a Tora Tanki here. It feels like just. Oh, never mind. That feels like a Tora pawn here. A 5 so C was perhaps a little bit too mediocre. Perhaps it was. But it's ease on turn, and we can still bond the tune later on. Give me the ease or the greens. The 1-3 pin shape is actually not the worst here, because after the top of pawn we still need a head. Collect. Five man. You're so close here at the top. That is nice. We will be calling the greens as well, by the way. We will be calling everything here for just 3-9. If we get more full somewhere, we will be having, of course, happy times, of course. And then doesn't have to. We kind of rely on the 6 here, and then we can ditch the east. We don't need to rock high or a 3 here. can just press the Richie button. We can just press the Richie button here.
1 1
The Shimokiri Richie into the deal in. The Shimokiri Richie here and do the deal in as well. And do the 12k. Oh my god, it was a Shimokiri Richie on the right as well. It was a Shimokiri. They just got ultra wrecked here. Like there's no other there's no other name for that. They probably had some ramen as well. They saw the Dora didn't get pawned. I shouldn't have it. But I had a Shimokiri Richie with a very soft 5-pin discard. We pushed so hard. Like they might have suspected some Dora here in my hand, and it's not Dora 2. Because I would have won the Dora. This is exactly what we needed, by the way. Let's see the scores though. 2-man here. Let's see the scores. You're facing Sylvia BL. Who is 6th, about the same score as I, and then Vito and she is 2nd. We try to run Kamita to 3rd place, or like if we can truly have rather that Kamita is 3rd and the Torment is 2nd here. And then Simons is completely gone here, and they were 3rd here. Also, it's probably a cheat though. It's like it's iffy. It's okay to cheat for like it's just like that we are contested here by tournament, and we don't have the Dora acceptance, and there are 3 8s here, so someone has all the Doras basically. Someone just has all the Dora, so 16 for 1 interesting here. Another bill. It's actually pretty okay. We can Sakiki the 6-pin, but like we need one more block. If we get like a 7-pin, we can use the 6-pin as a floating town. Okay, 2 Toras still. It's actually pretty good because we kind of want Kamita to be tiered instead, but we don't want to lose our first place, of course. Bill to roll or bill in our discards here are pretty painful because our hand is so bad that it has to go like 7 pairs. It does have Dora acceptance here. It does have thumbnail chance as well, but like we have to keep some safety here with our honors. It just is what it is. It's not like the cards that we really want to have in our hands, but like it provides some safety here, and it sucks people out. We can just Shimokiri here. The North was once cut here. I don't know if they skipped the Norths. I don't know. But if they did, they must be Tempai here, or they have such a bad hand that they never can win. And I think they must be very close to Tempai if they skip. But I'm not 100% sure if they skip. We don't know that. 8-man pass. I think we 8-man here. I think we can do so here still. And then the 8-man is still safe. Well, it should be forever safe. I can technically still do some no baton later on, but I don't believe that. We can lead the south here, and then we can actually G7-man, G7 so for thumbnail Dora 2, or like if we get 2 7-mans. Seems like a plan to me. We don't have any safe towers, but we have 2 west towers, which are pretty okay here. The 8-pins are not good here. Let's go leg, I think. I think the west is just safer bet than the 2-pin. Usually also against stronger players, you shouldn't push Otokawa, and you should always just take the safest route out. Like there's Otokawa, people are not playing efficiently anyway. It's so safe now. Also, Sotokawa is still one. Like we still have a pushable hand here if we get the right tiles, of course. Or if we get a Tora, our hand becomes very pushable. But otherwise we are just falling out, and I think we are just falling out here with the 8 so. And then we have to choose between the 1 so or the east, and it's the east here. 7 so. The 4 so it's kind of Nakatsuchi. It deals into the same on 4 shape. Or like the 1 so here, Sotokawa, and then the 4 so it becomes Nakatsuchi. Green is Sonpai here, if I'm not mistaken. You almost have a 7 pairs hand, but it's not pushable. Unless you're Tenpai. This 5 so is Nakatsuchi. We can try the 5 so. But we're basically never getting Cheeto Tenpai. This is Sonpai. Kamita is also Tenpai here on the left.
Sumo.
And there's Shimo, Tora 2. Okay, I think they deserve that. They are at 0 points. I really want to cut 19. The saves are still a bit iffy, but it can definitely win. Winning is not like out of the world, or like it's not that high of a task or demand here. But this is pretty tough. I think we got 1-2 here, like the double Hanchan in pinches, of course not great, but the Hanchan here is just way too weak one Scott as well. We are better off holding like a white dragon here.
Gee.
There's another 3-man.
Each.
There's a Richie, and now we are out. The 1-2-man we are actually pretty safe here on the right, but with the Tora discard, we can basically assume that most Pinshu are safe, especially the Tora or the Suchi here, the 8 pin should be almost 100%. And then we can wait 9 pin, okay, just 9 pin, and then the 8 pin. And then the try of 36 pin isn't the craziest, but we can just try like the Nakatsuchi 6 mount or now 36 pin here. Shouldn't deal in, the 6 pin shouldn't deal in. Or like it might deal into Kamita, but it certainly shouldn't deal into the Richie. Like there is always sometimes that it deals into some third player. Do we have a pushable hand here? We actually kinda have. We actually kinda have a hand here that might be able to push, but we are not taking any risk here. There's just 0 point in taking any risk. We can ponder wide and then just see afterwards. One starts on the 2 shows, but it's not great. The queens are dead here. We can ponder whites if it comes. But Warping actually hasn't cleared that. Warping actually hasn't cleared. It's one stops on the Dora. But I don't think we are getting Tempai here. I don't think it's here the white dragon pawn. Just like it just shifts the high day to Shimutsu. There's the last Dora. There's the last one. So the 4 pin. It should wait. Is it? Yeah, it should be the last. Okay, yeah, it is. The 4-7 pin should be safe. Or the 4 pin should 100% be safe. And then the 17 might deal in into some sabo. But we can still pawn for tempai, or we can still cut tempai here. The 9 should be pretty safe, and it's 8. Would I go Hunitsu there? It's easy, Bako. It's iffy. I don't know. Perhaps. Like, it's almost so close to like a full manga. It's almost there though. It's with you can pawn the North Tower if it's still live. And then you can either only Tsunami or something. That is the out if you break your tempai though. But it was Richie Ipeco, I think, so it's kinda okay, but like the Mangan sounds. I think I would just go for the Mangan when I was, if I were them, because they are down 40k points here. They are down a lot of points. It's almost time to got the 8 pin into the east here. And then start calling for thunder, but we can east here, and then just thunder here. We do have enough blocks, but 8 pin is all just offloading down next to the Tora. The 5-man is a cheater. There's 1300 in the middle, and we can slide for the Dora, but the 2-man feels slightly too weak. And we are out, by the way. The 8 pin shouldn't deal in, or not into Kamicha, that is. You can try like 4-man, or like it's like half Suchi, and it's Kampuche against, it's Nakasuchi here on the right. As long as we have Kampuche, we are forced to play Kampuche. And if we feed Shimocha in the process, it's not obvious. It makes it 1v1 here. It's Shimocha and Kamicha. Really, the 18 tiers in. What so disgusting. With the 9 pin already there, we would have just needed this 8 without much thought, but at least we followed out correctly. I almost pushed the 8 pin over the 5 pin, but luckily for us, we are not a deal in expert. It feels like a Tora Tanki incoming, but we will see. We west here. Just 9. Like we want Tora Tanki here. Like we don't want anything else. We just want Tora Tanki here. We still want the Tora, right? Dude. Like the Tora has to go next turn because like if Tournament pawns it, it's kind of bad, but like we are something here. We can't really use it anyway. We can't use it. Even pairing up, it's really cool, but like it's not like just denying it is way more important here at something. Some uncoached chance. Oh no, is it the Kokushi here? I don't know. I don't want to find out. We are still fine if it's Kokushi though. 3-5 so here. Roam, or pawn. And don't see any other discard. It pass. Wait, is that enough? Wait, is it? Okay, we are still first. Okay, we are still first. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Each.
There wasn't goal lag on there. There was goal lag. There was goal lag. Oh my god. There was goal lag. There was goal lag.
Sumo.
Okay, people alpha. Okay. Dude.
Each.
Richie. It was Richie's on Anka. We would be second. We would still be second. We basically paid 9k instead of 8k for the deal in.
Each. Sumo. Each. Sumo.
Tournament. I don't know what tournament's cooking. And we are Dora 2 here on the left, and they didn't have it, or like they dealt later, and then they did see on 1-4, so it was almost a double run. Oh my god! Imagine if Shimoza skips and we deal into Kamita instead, and then Shimoza would be pissed, and then we would be sad here as well because it's 8k. It's 8k if we deal in on the Potser Dora 2.
Each. Sumo.
G.
Dude, this Richie.
Each. Sumo.
I would never skip against the Richies. I would never skip.
Sumo.
Dude. What the heck? What? We got them good here. We got the 4-7. It was Simo, right? Oh, we got a deal in here. Oh, yeah, we got the Richie here. On the 36 pin. On the 36 pin for the Ipeco pin full. And then we run them here again. And then they still come back. But it was a Simo Kiri here on the right. It was 7 pin. 7 pin. I hate Simo Richie. I hate it so much. They don't have many. They have saved out. And it is a 7 so tanky on the right across. I mean, they should have definitely waited for the Green Dragon and tanky. They should have waited one turn. And any other big hands? This Mongon Simo is pretty big though. And then they came back. This player is on our left. Don't like my hand. We kinda have to cut 8 so here because of the 1, 2, 3. But like we are not opening for it. But if we get the second one, like it's just so bad until we get it close. It's so bad until we get it close, of course. Can't cut anything else than this 5-1. Like the 3-4-5 sounds cool, perhaps it's actually stronger, but moving towards standard, aping can't really be cut because on 1-2 man we have a perfectly fine pin to save. This is Umakiri here. No, sir, Terima. It's just too weak. Like we really need to just roll one of the tiles ourselves. I feel like that's a Torah. Our main competitor opponent. Ripperonis and pepperoni. Should have probably kept it with these saves. We don't have any saves. Like we should have probably kept the Torah. Regrets, instant regrets. This tournament does so fast hand. 5-1. Six pin. The one pin should still pass, but the rest of the pins are kinda munka as I think one so here. Really fatten the tournaments. We are all the east. We don't want to find that out. We just go 5 pin into 3 pin or something like that. You actually eat something here, but like the east sompai. No, thank you. I mean, there's a high likelihood that Simotsa has it, but there's just no point in pushing it. 6 mana Tora. We are dealing in with this force, so we really misplayed. But we have a safe down now. Yeah, that's the wrong. Haite, Tora. That is actually good for us. Like we need to beat Simotsa and Toyman here. We need to beat those two players. Just skip. Like we like if we had everyone knows that we have the best. Like if we had if we had Tora acceptance here, but we don't with an outside hand, we would definitely or like the bomb would be something that we would consider for sure. But like we can keep the West as a pair. We kind of missed out on the name on here, but like we kind of want the Tora anyway. No, not like this. But the West are dead, so the teams are not that great as pair up. Give me the sushi trap with Tora. Give me the sushi trap. Give me the one man. 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 If we get the 4-man, it's so sad. Perhaps we should have kept the Tora. Yeah, we should have just kept the Tora until Tempai. Yeah, because of the what are we doing here? What are we doing? The two so it's not that great, but if we got painful instead, we just screwed ourselves over so hard here, and Tanta isn't even no. No. Yeah, we okay. We playing at 2:30 really shows. Just playing at 2:30. Just like let me just not play the game well. Oh my god, we should. Nah, it's still okay to cut the 402 because painful is not guaranteed. Why did we? Okay, we should have just got the one. So, I, please no Richie. Okay, 2 months slash cut. It's sometimes still pretty okay. It's still pretty solid. Like I don't think we are well missing out on that much. Yeah, this is like the unfortunate thing about Santa is that we just feeding the middle tiles. We are just feeding the middle tiles. The extra 2 months doesn't really help that much. The extra 2 months actually accepts 0 tiles. It's actually 0 tiles because Sabo is completely toast. The Sabo is completely toast. The Sabo is 0 tiles. I don't know, but like I'm playing at like 2 a.m. And we still haven't gotten Tempai yet. I think it's okay. Yeah, the 7-star looks okay. It's Suchi to me. It's kind of sort of kawaii on the 6-star. It's obviously not the safest star, but I think we just have to press the button here and then hope for the best. 6-star, 6-star. Like the Santanom is kind of too weak. Hopefully it's still on the wall. It's Suchi against me, of course. 7-star, 7-star. They were waiting on it as well with the Tora. 4k each. It was actually double roll on the 7-star. Yeah, the 7-star wasn't safe against Kamicha. Really unfortunate that we didn't get Tempai first on the 7-star. Wait, there is still a pawn. We can throw that donkey here. Keep the Tora. We know like Kamicha is especially out here. Unless they have a massive score, and massive, I mean nearly massive. They need 45k, so 30k above the starting amount, so they need another 11k. It is definitely okay. It's actually doable, but probably very unlikely. And then they might not even have enough. We will have to read the Torah this tune because it doesn't have acceptance. In this save against the Tila though. We are not taking the bans on for the Torah. We are not. It almost looks like Manso needs. It almost looks like Manso needs. But we just have to discard the Torah against Simot tournament. Like the only Kuta is another Torah, and it's like it's only 2 tiles. Okay, the monster looks so sus. The monster do look so sus here. We discarded some early wins in honor, so they may not put also on each. But we have to fight here, and the monster are sus here on the right. This is our main competitor though. Just have to try a monster. Still like 6 suities left. 4 pin, I think. I don't think they're waiting on months. Or like it's 1 chance. And then we can still Tempai, but this is tough to get Tempai, of course. They have Hote here on the right. Or like they don't. Give me the 4-man, give me the 4-man, Kami. Kami 4-man. 8 pin, 6 so. We will. Monster World was just slightly too sus and 8 so donkey. Like the double Mushuti is just never a boost, especially not when there are so few tiles left. Dora 2 is nice, but we still need some hands, you know? We still need some normal hands. The East is okay, but it's like we kinda just need another Dora, you know? We just need another Dora. Of course, we just need another Dora. Oh, the 2-pin. 3-pin, it's okay. It's not the best, but like we have too many pairs. If I saw one Scott already, the 6 months still are an upgrade here. To get 7 pairs here, but if we get 7 pairs something, we are forced to keep it. But and here we are something. It's not ideal. It's really not. It's really not ideal, but. And here's our Reclo Tempa, or not Tempa, Reclo something. We kinda want our 1-pin pack, but it's okay. That's a that's a con actually. So we link the 5, so the 5-8 so is pretty sus now. It's actually the most sus, but there's nothing that we can do. A6-pin is actually the most sus, but the A6-pin and then the upper social. Like, Associação is not a worse actually, because they should have kept the 7-8 pin over the social, which were trash cards. But I don't know what they are thinking there. 9 pin safe. The 7 so is actually pretty safe. Do we 7 so here? I don't think so. Because the 7-1 isn't safe at all. Even with the Sotokawa, there's nothing left if you count the Sotokawa. There's just nothing left. If you count the Sotokawa tiles. Well, so is Kabe, so it must be 36 spin, but it's like one chance, but like there's really nothing left for Tournament. It's really also questionable to have a 36 pin over a 6-9 pin weight, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, C6 pin for no reason. They should have had 6-9 pin weight, and they should have Shimoed there already, but it is what it is. 4, 5, 6. Really want to try Kokushi. Oh no, really. With like 3,000 in the middle, the north are dead before we get a turn here. The east is a mistake here as well. It's so stupid that the norths are dead before we paired up here. Don't do 3D Sanseku back up, right? Nah. Dude, it's so stupid. That it's now dead. Like the Norse just have no future in our hand, and like our hand is basically dead. Our hand is about to be ultra dead, and we just bet our competition here, the wins or the honors. We actually survived from those saves. Now the 4 pins are pumped. So don't know, it's very hard. Yeah, actually. We have one dollar here with the east. The norths are already dead. It's about it's the same hand as last time. The norths are dead, and we didn't even get a turn. No, all the south are close with the dragons here on the right. The 7 is pretty nice here. If like the Dora, the best case scenario, the Dora is like in the monster here, but otherwise we just have to play our hand as it is here with the Dora in the Pinchu suit. So a constant card here on the right. Let's see if we can get the Dora. It feels monster heavy on the right, so I don't want to push out the 2-1 too early. Like, but we are choking it forever. Okay, it's not monster on each. But it must be Tempai now then. It must be Tempai.
Chi.
Concern. Dit is al twice out. To think the Simons is Tempai. Okay, that's a nice draw. So we don't have to ditch the 2-man. 1-man here. Tetashi.
Chi.
It's really unfortunate that Tora is in Pinta because he would just mansol needs most of the time here.
Home.
It's too hard here. Bijtrekken hier onderuit is just safe down. Just like mine.
Kan.
Okay, it passed, it passed. We kinda just have to push. Like, we need the points here. We need desperately the points. The 5-2 look cool, to be honest. But like, only a single weight.
Sumo.
Oh, there were 2 5-15s across, and oh my god, we can't into giving them extra Tora there. Yeah, ugly. We fed our main competitor the Magnon there. Yeah, we did. At least you can sleep after the Hanchan. At least you can sleep. Unless we Shionko here. Is it E something? It is, but we are still floating for the Tora acceptance. We're on 7, so are we? Nah, we can't reject the Tempeh on the 7. So Ichitan is plenty of value. With Shimo Ura is Mangan. That's exactly what we need. I kind of was to keep that, unfortunately. Like the 6-9 isn't confirmed Thunder here. This 7 actually does something, but the Tora isn't even confirmed.
Each.
Give me my 4 bean pack. Give me a
Chi.
4 bean pack. Need a 2 bean push. The 5 bean is actually also pushable. It's actually quite funny.
Home.
But it's one chance. It's got CO2 in, of course.
Long.
Double Isakiki and then a tune here.
Home.
Oh my god. We are feeding Toyman so much here. We can keep the tune for Honit's purposes. No. It was slightly too weak.
Chi.
5, 6, 7 chance, each chance.
Home.
East pawn, it was once cut already. Let's cut the tune, and just in case, it's like an Honitsu, which keeps the Rakuhei on the left. The 2-shot doesn't do that much for our hand. With the 3-shot, we can actually change here. Is something, painful it's to something. I think we are just forcing it here.
Long.
Yeah. Didn't really think they were temperature. I knew that they had a flush. Really, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have probably just. Let's just ietsje. No, was het ietsje? Het was ietsje painful. It was painful, but it was not iets. It was just ietsje painful. I thought like the manga the Honitsu or Chinitsu were really good there. I really thought so, but.
Kang.
Keeping Torah acceptance here on the 4 pin, and we have 1 Torah here in the upper manchu. We have, is it 16, 20 full, and then pet weight is 22 full, max 50 full. Sumakiri. 8 man is really what we need here, this 8 man. Yeah. Dude, give me my 8 man. Kami. Are we East Tanky this? Are we. It's shooting on the East Tanky, but. Okay, it didn't deal in. Okay, good for us. We have 50 full with 2 Han here, which is 3200. If we win, that is, and there it is. Run. You need Mangan Sumo here, or we are dead. It feels like dead here. We need to catch up to Noiki here across. Because we are fighting for the playoff spot, or like, and with Shimotsa as well. But if we overtake Tourney, we basically overtake Shimotsa here as well. Feels closer to Mangan Sumo now. Or Ransom, that is. We can keep the. Nah, we just 8 pin here, 6 blocks. 7 pin throw is interesting for the 5, 6, 7, and I think we will keep it. Not 5 into 7 so here for the cheap info is something. We can take the perfect shape here, and then we can just keep the 5 pin. Oh my gosh, why? Not like that the 7 so was safe or anything, but. Painful life. Painful life. It doesn't really matter here, we have to win the hand here. Oh, 7 months here looks good here. Okay, there's 1 7 month again, or 3 7 months in total. 4 tiles left for that shape. I think we almost have. Nah, we have to reach south there. Still pretending to fall, but on this 5-pin card it will be just too obvious that we are chasing here, so half should see here. It's still 4 in the wall, hopefully, or like less than that. Like Kamita Simosa should be out of 4-7 months, hopefully. Are we dealing in here? Not yet. I don't know what Tournament is cooking there. There's not much left. 3-6 so, 2-5 so.
Home.
3-6 so. This pawn gives me the height. It's very friendly. I don't know why they pawn. They must be tempered, but I don't think they are tempered though. It was 36. Oh, like 36 was the only thing left. The 36 was really the only thing left. They gave me the height, but on dude, what is this hand? It's like a 7 star, but we have 2 Toras. We will be pawning the Tora here, and then we will be basically bluffing, and then slowing down our opponents so much that they can't fight. But yeah, the double so yeah. He still pawned the Tora here to make people fold out, but it's just very desperate. That was certainly cool, like on that soon. We actually drew some good tiles. We actually drew good tiles. I did still pretty far away from any hand, and Timothy is open. They can just score any tile that we can't lose. Give me a 3-pin. Or give me an east. Give me an east. The east is the best. The 3-pin is next. Can't be complaining on the 6, but it's not really the tile that we like. We still need 1 block. It's pretty okay here. The problem is that someone is open. It's just kind of the problem here is that we are not likely to win at all. That is just always the issue. Nagashi Mangan is not enabled in WRCU, so it's already pawned here. Another east. I think we can sleep after this one. This is the 4th Hanchan, and if we get second here, we will probably be playing 1 more, but otherwise, this will be the last Hanchan. We east something here for being through 2 Toras, and we just missed out Tempai. Or like it was not like that we could keep the 5 mark. There was goal like on this 3, but it could be C like. The 4-pin is safe, you can see what's still. 5 star would be good, 3-pin of course. So just any ramen is good here. Any ramen or a Tora would be also quite good. It is a ramen, but in my pawns. Give me my Tempai. Tempai. 4-pin should still be good here on the right side. 369, and we run here for 12k. It's cheaping for 2 Tora. And the Euro didn't really matter. Or like if we had the Ipatse, we would have run for 18k, and we are actually back into the game. We need to beat Tournament. We need to beat Tournament here as well. Simon's especially out, so it's me and Tournament. It's me and Tournament here. There is like some 7 pairs out, but otherwise I would just see this 8 being here. The other table finished here already. I can actually do the math. Tikara won. Tikara has plus 13 plus 12. Wait, plus 12. We need to kind of beat plus 12. Vito is out. Well, Vito is in. Vito has plus 20 and June. June is in and Silva is out. The cutoff is at it's between me and Tournament basically. Whoever finishes higher, whoever finishes higher wins. It has the last spot most likely, because yeah, it's between me and Tournament. Whoever has the highest score of me and Tournament has the first spot. There are 3 spots basically locked in. There is a world where we get both in, but then we would have we both need a massive score basically. We need plus 12 and we are basically both at 0 points. So we need I think everyone puts me on an Associação here. I don't think people don't think we have a Thunder. I don't think Thunder. Like I don't think people think we have a Thunder on a 36, and it is some play. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I hope that they had the right dragon there, but we have to push. We basically have 1v1 against Toyman and we sumo here. Very nice for 44 here, because we pawned here, and we will be playing one more if we get second here, or like it doesn't. If we beat Tournament, that is. If we beat Tournament, that is. We will be playing one more, but otherwise we might not be. We will be pawning everything here. Only chance. But the right dragon is basically north pair cut actually across. Well, Honitz is pretty blatant here. 16T. The hand is still good here, don't get me wrong, but it's just the draws. You get 1000 each is fine here as well, I don't mind. Skip. I wonder if we see the 2-man. I think we actually do, but it's just so awkward. I don't want to see the 2-man, but I think we kinda have to see the 2-man. I don't think that, like, I don't think waiting for something else is better, because the wait might be so bad even after we draw like a 2-man ourselves, or we draw like a 6-man or a green dragon or anything like that. The 3-man of course is obvious C, but I think we are fixed here. A 1-man is still a good draw where we can cut a 4-man, and other than that I don't think there are any upgrades. The ramen is not ideal either. He really wants to wait dragon here for extra value. It really adds a lot of value here, especially on the Shimo, because then we have 44 again. Perhaps I should be waiting a little bit more on the south card, because Shimokiri just indicates that we are tempered. We are thinking about it for a few seconds. We might still be east something, but like the wait second, like it doesn't come out, or like it shouldn't come out. Like, it really shouldn't. I think we're just going to Shimokiri, the 2000 points, or like the 1k each is not that impactful either way. We can get 1k each on Rikroku here. We are just trying to get 2600 each, plus 3 bonus sticks. The 3-man is definitely interesting though. You can cut a 1-man. In ranked it's just 1-man, and then the thing is what you can do is you can pawn and then you can get toy, but I think we take this now. We should have a 4-man dragon wait.
Home. Home.
Pawn across, interesting though. It can.
Sumo.
Oh, this is so disgusting. This is so disgusting. Okay, we are playing one more. We are playing one more. This is so disgusting. It's actually about as disgusting as the Rakuman. I can link you to Rakuman. If you are not in my can I copy the text? Can I copy the image? I can post it in my chat. They skipped the run for the Rakuman. Yeah. You just have to read. There's no acceptance for the screen dragon, so you just have to read it. I think we're just going to Richie here. Like I know we are taking some risk, but like it's just early Richie. There's just nothing to do here. There's just nothing here. The green dragon pass, and yeah, there's a roll for Richie painful. And no Ura. It's 2-9, but 1200, so it's 4000 points. So it's still pretty massive. We can dice, not dice Ungun. We can just pawn the east and then south and then get the Torah or something like that. Like we have enough points here. The only thing that we really have to touch, it's the Rakuman. It's the Rakuman. The Rakumans where they skip the run and then Shimo the Shiranko. They are forcing the Kokushi here on the right. If you haven't noticed, it's a Kokushi. They are forcing Kokushi every single hand basically. So we can actually kind of ignore them. It's not ideal with the shape, but it's double Torah acceptance, I guess. It's double Torah acceptance. Torah Kami. We must be really planned if we are dealing and do some Kokoshi bullshit. That diamond, nah, one's got 8, like, we are not, I think we are falling against some random Kokushi or something. I think we are actually out, like, there's just no point in
Each.
fighting. 7 so is Sushi. We kinda have to just push the Sushi 7-1 here.
Long.
Ichi Patsu. Okay, it's. Let's see if they're Yakuman here. Kamita needs a first place with 60k. And then they are fighting me, so they basically need to have 70k first here to beat someone else at the other table. I kinda miss a pair, but it is what it is. Hmm, 5 here. It's not ideal. We can just stam at them. Like, we never have Raku. Like, any draw is no Raku. Or like, there are 0 draws that give me Yaku here. Only if he had the right seconds, I guess. If he had such a playable hand. Another thing.
Boom.
And that's a bomb. With the 1 pin, so the lower pin is pretty sus most of the time. The pairs on the lower pin, so like the 3-pin pair and such. But I don't think they have a 3-pin pair because they would have just needed the 1 pin. They would have just needed the 1 pin way earlier. If they had a 3-pin pair, they won't want the 2-pin. They wouldn't want the 2-pin there. We are out, by the way. We have nothing to gain.
Sumo.
They are waiting on the door. Wait, they are dealer as well. Could we Sashi come into tournament? I don't know. Alright, Kamsa won that hand where we lost the dealer on. This feels so awful here, but there's just nothing here. There's just nothing here. Unless we pair up the owners, the hand is just way too slow. Garments are especially done so here as well. They need a 70k, or like they need to roam me and then they need 60k. They need to roam me and then do like 30k and then they need to still get like 20k.
Each.
It's almost time to Sashikomi into tournament, but it's not quite. It's not quite. But like it really depends on the amount of Torah. Because if they overtake me, we are screwed. If we don't do Hanuman, we are basically throwing any percent. We can 8 pin here. We can just let Shimotsu see. Like we don't have anything better though. You can try the 8-man later on, it's one chance. Kamita holding the call, like Kamita having calling on. Really, Tempai with that pond. And there's the run on the 9, Tanky. And it's really over for Shimotsu. Tournament. We need to not lose to tournament. But even if we get like 22, 27, we have enough. We have enough. We beating out the other table. So if we stay around this level, we are beating out the other table. So you can just let tournament win some. Anyone? Any bonus? It feels like that we have to take the medals into our own hands here. I hate it, so we can just get way better shapes here. With some T-touch out as well. The souths are really difficult to get here. Okay, pawn. Never mind. The souths aren't hard to get. Perhaps I should just 6 or 3 man. Perhaps 3 man there of the 5 pin. Yeah. I don't like this 5 pin card. I don't like it. Like we need one more block, and the overlap here isn't that great. But we pawn here, and we are just E-something. The 6 months, 1 scarp. Most likely we want to see the Manchu here. And then just get out. Just get out. The floating 5 is kinda weak. We kinda missed the tempo here with the 3 so but I kinda misplayed earlier, but like it is what it is. He should have probably a 5 pin here. Oh no, why do we have horrible tempo here? It's tempo, but it's what is Kamita cooking here? Is it Chinyoto? Like there's nothing that is enough for Kamita here. Unless it's a Chinyoto, but they have a T2, T4. Like they can have the white seconds, of course. They must have the white seconds because I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else for them. The chance that Shimotsu has one of them, and then Kamita has a pair of that. 5-man was interesting there, but it's a Tora. But then we have the 8-man Kenputsu against Toyman, and we just run here. We just run for 2k. We can take the screenshot and then post it into the log here. It's really an advantage that you are like the second table in Or like they shouldn't be posting the scores, to be honest. Or like, and you have like a cut-off thing. And you should just make sure that no one posts the scores, and then the scores are hidden. So the second table doesn't make. Like I kind of appreciate as well. We are playing one more because we are in the finals. But like it's just like it becomes really appreciable, you know. It's just like the best consecutive 5 format, and you know what the cutoff is, so you're playing for the cutoff. Now, if you have to make an initial streak, you don't know if you need like 10k more or if you're good to defend. You don't know. We had some discussing hands. We had a like he had a very long Hanchan. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 hands. 18 hands. And like it started off like kinda bad because Kami just Mangan and we had like a 7 so wait. It was just like it was really bad. It was just really bad. But it was like it was sushi for me. There's one in the dead for but like I just hope that it's kind of sort of Kawa here, but it's kind of not. And then here, let's see, just a lot of small hands. And then the big hand is here, the 12,000 points on the ipots. And then they got a 6, so it don't. The Dora, it's a Dora here on the 2, so it's a Dora. Yeah. And we knew that the 4P was still safe here on the right because of this. And then we got not the ipots, but like not the 18k, but still the value here. It was double Mushuchi though, it was really tough. And then we got lucky here. Because we have a horrible weight here, and that is Tempeh across and we Shimo here. The 7k each. And then we scammed them. We got the 3-1 here, and then we slide here for the 2-5, and then we pawn here, and then 2-1, and then Shimo the 4-1. Shimo the 4-1. So disgusting. It's actually also disgusting. Tournament still eats something though. And then here and then they try to Honitsu here, and then they got screwed on the pen card. Okay, we have a 1-hand hand here, which is really it's just okay. You're facing actually like looking at the ranks, I think we are favored, but like anything can happen, of course. The greens are still a pawn here, like the 6-pin can go. If we throw white, the Honitsu is still like it's actually there. If we get the white second, the Honitsu. Really want to cut this, it might not be good, but the Honitsu might be still there though. If we look at like a 4-man, surely Honitsu. The 6-man is the 7, so what he does eat something, and then we can start pulling everything. Eat something, but we are still trying to get white here. And then we are not taking Tempeh, we are going for Honitsu here. If we get a white second, if we get like a 5-man, I think we'll hold it then as well. We can keep this, and if we get something around this 3-man, we can just for 3 pin for Honitsu. We can 3 pin here. I think it's not. Is that right? Perhaps 3-man, but the Dora is good here. Perhaps 3-man. Tempei here. We can still pawn. We can pawn here. 7, 8. Oh, 7, 8, not the 9-man. We will just run on the 9-man. But we can pawn 7, 8 here. Chuntanki. Interesting though, interesting. With the Torah acceptance with the 6-man though.
Wrong.
Yeah, like if he deals like Torah or something, you have another Honitsu hand here, hopefully. You can just North here. We don't need Honitsu if we get Sosangen, of course. Pawn. I think we're needing the eat, and then we can cut 5 into 4 pin. If we don't get a Sosangen, that is seems to be really promising. Pawn. I think we have 5 pin here into 4 pin because the Honitsu is still good in the Torah, so we don't have any acceptance for the Torah. Like the weak, there's weak acceptance for the Torah. Do we see a 4th time, or do we go a 4th time here? And I might, but it's a bit early as well. You can still get a. You can still get the Daisongan here, but I don't think I don't think it's really necessary. I don't think we are like. I think we're just taking the Sosangan Honitsu here. If we draw a white second, we are going to just play Tashi. This is so rigged. This is ultra rigged. My last hand was rigged as well. This hand was pretty rigged as well. And unfortunately, we didn't get like the Mongon on the last hand with the Toy, but it's still pretty stupid. This is actually ultra stupid. Drawing the right second and. Dorman should have kept the tune. There are 5 tunes on this table. Oh my god, we have a broken hand again. Double East, 1 Torah. The 3-man is useless. We can actually pawn this. In real life or in person, I might skip it because I'm not trained on like pawning 4 tiles. Being able to pawn everything, but it's definitely okay to pawn. It's a bigger shape. Tournament with another tune. 2000 condo. Still some very green here. And that's a pawn. Okay, we are something here, and we will take the cons on 5. So if we don't get few returns before, we will see for 10 back. What others okay?
Chi.
It's really obvious though, but it is what it is. We can always just sumo, right? Just sumo.
Home.
They are still pushing Sumpai, uh, Sumpai Yokuhai out. So I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know. Like, they are just not caring, I guess.
Wrong.
It's way too weak here on the right to push the white dragon here against this. But they catch the right that we are having the east instead of the white dragon. You can't win 3 hands in a row. This Hanchan is going way faster than the last one. This is really nice. Especially because we are leading. The other one was like a grind fest. It's okay. It's interesting which to cut, but I think the 7 star for the three-sided donkey weight or the three-sided salmon son is just better than the 3-pin. And here we can cut 9 to 7, and then if we pay up to 7, we can go 9 so 9 so for Thunder Tora, and then perhaps cut Thunder as well, or Tompin, I mean. You can keep the 6 pin for the 36 pin to row, cutting 9-9 here for the same thing as I was talking about earlier. You can actually cheat the 7, so if you really need, if you don't want to reach it, really we got wrong here, but this was better for sure, because it's also the Torah suits. The Torah acceptance here is pretty nice as well. 6 pin here is unfortunately not so. It's just double counts on here. The 2 so 7 so, and then ramen here. Do we think do we have enough? This is ugly. I think we Tamaton here, and then we will see what we get. It's just 1 scar, 2 serve, here's a Sumpei, 7 serve. I think we can perhaps fish a Turai out here. In ranked, I would probably just Litchi here, but this Akanasi, so I don't mind it here to fish for a better way for Dora as well. Like we don't like the lead is pretty massive in Akanasi, and now we can just fold out. Now this is why we Tama. It's not to win, but it's to be able to stay flexible here. Right is actually quite pushable here, but I just don't want to deal in. It's kind of a weak play, I know, but like you kind of just have to play the format, you know. This is Tempai again, but I think we are cutting the 3 into the 8. Yo, out here with this 4 pin. completely out. The 2-man is probably next, but we have 2 tiles. Is it 5-pin, 5-pin? It's white second here. Unfortunately, no tempo. Maybe you'll see if the 5-pin or the 3-man tiers in here, and then we save some points. It's a 4-7 and it's a 4 donkey. You would have some points more. We would have 2,000 points more, I think, because we would have gained 2,500 on the tempo, but we lost 1,000, so only 1,500. But I think it's okay. It's really passive though. It is, but just eat the Tora Sakikiri.
Home.
The Tora pass, so that is really out. So if we didn't push the Tora, we couldn't really fight anymore. That might be Tournament with the Uncle Tora though. Tournament can actually have the Uncle. I don't think Simotsa has it. But I didn't feel cool didn't really feel cool but we should be careful about Tournament because of 1-pin data, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So Tournament, what can they have? Is it Southwind? Is still there. The Green Dragon obviously is also there. Really unfortunate backfire here because we really want the ramen for Pinfu. I don't think Tournament stand by that. What can we do here? What to do? What to do? Tournament is still. Vijf-man KB. Oh yeah, it's KB. Don't think we can really get them paid though. I think 7-man. Like the 3-pin is really pushable, but the weight is so iffy. I really like turtle mode here. But we do put them on territorias. We do put them on territorias. Because I don't believe they have it on their hand. And they can have the souths, of course. They can have the souths, but I don't put them on the Rakuhai and the Pinsu. Oh, the south now pass. But we are happy here, I think, with the Tamatan on the 4-pin. The Pinsu 2 looks scary, but yeah, Torment had it. It's too obvious. It's just way too obvious for me, at least. It is how to put them. It's how to pin them down on a uncle or pair. But like if you told the last one, you can't discard it. It was already in 2 players. It's like. It's actually kind of stupid here on the left. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of stupid. Like here, are they counting the right second here? Like, are they going to cut the right second into that? Are we getting the south into that? It's really debatable. Like, it's not on Hornitz, and it's also not a toy. So what can it be? And then we see a red second, a green second, and then we see the white second is the indicator. They can have the east, they can have the south. 2, so it doesn't make any sense. So they are still looking for something. Green second there.
Home.
Yeah, and then they have that, and then the 4, so I don't think they have a flush though, but like this 3 so is really useless. Hit 3 4 so's out. Keeping T towards E something. I don't think the 6 deals in, but if it deals in, it's going to be toy. And then the pinch might deal into a flush. I'm not confident. They top the right second, but like I don't want to deal with it. It's just like that we had to push kinda for a hand, and then it just didn't come.
Each.
Is it 7 here? Is it 7-1? It must be 7-1. I don't see anything else. The south pair might be the card, but I think the Suchi is safe enough. And do 7 pin into 8 so here.
Sumo.
The sumo is actually quite good for us. Ichimo Thunder. Okay, 1000, 2000. Yeah, definitely on the defensive end here. We can definitely play this way more aggressively. We try to push east because we had like no 10 across. We did need a no 10, and yeah, all 0 sticks in the middle. But I do think we can call the 4, so we need just to dodge Tournament. Or we just need to make sure the Tournament doesn't win. Or like that they can't come back. I think the 7-1 is actually better than 7, so considering Kami's response. I kinda want a 3 pin pack, not gonna lie, but well, like we can throw a 5, so of course, or it is Torah acceptance, but it's so iffy.
Each.
And there's 30, and we do have safe house, and we should be falling here most of the time, unless we get Tempai, but at least we have very many good towers now, or like not that many. The 3 mana, the 6 mana is Naka. Suchi, the 2 pin is Kampuche. The 2 pin is full Kampuche. The one chance on the 4 pin still is interesting, but I think the white second, and then it's the west 8 pin. The 5 pin is Naga. Here the white comes out from Tournament. One, two, three. You kinda have to go 8 mon, I think. Well, we can go 9 here and do 5, or 5 into 9. The other way is better. The 4 pin is Kabe actually. The 4 pin is Kabe. But we can 5 pin here and then into 3 pin.
Chi.
should be tempe on the left because it's just the height to the Richi. That is also tempe here. Ichi Pinfu Tutura Manga Ura. Oh my god, we might not be. We are not fighting Tournament anymore, but we are fighting Shimotsu instead. The Ura really sucks for us. The Ura really sucks here for us. It's kind of punished. We kind of got punished for playing very passively, but like. I don't know about Tournament. I think they will just stand back there, but. The social shape has slightly more upgrades for the 3-6, so I don't want to go to 5 so there. He's just setting up the Sujizepi on the 8. Now 1 scout, and then he will keep that. We can cut the 9 here. The 7-1 pair should be pretty obvious here, but it is what it is. And then the pawn, not the C, I almost said C, but it's a pawn. It's a pawn. For the Sujizepi 8 here. It's just way better to wait on the 8. It gives us a 9 so which is much safer against Richi as later on as well. Yeah, like we miss out on the 4 so to roll, I guess, but it is what it is. The Suji like this is just way better than the other weight. Gunning for extra full and just trying to bait out the 8 cell slightly more. There's the 6 cell here on the right. But if Shimotsu reaches the 8 cell, is Suji against them as well. They shouldn't have 8 cell acceptance here on the right, I doubt it. Or like they might have an 8 cell. And they likely have an 8 cell, but they don't have 8 cell acceptance. Hitting one Dora would be massive, but we didn't. From an easy game to a hard game. Yeah. At least Shimotsu has like Akariyame and they can't end the game. They can't end the game here on the right. We got 44 here, 16, 18, just 20. We would also have 44 on the sumo. We would have 44 on the sumo. We can pawn everything here. Dora. Wait, I didn't see what we drew. Yotzi Toche E something here. I was replacing my contacts for my classes. It has been a long day. I didn't replace them. You'll be probably Tamaton on some random donkey. The green is still okay to pawn.
Boom.
just have to pawn here for Toy Queen Dragon. You can need this Tora here for slightly higher acceptance. Because the Toy is of value, not the Tora. Like it's to 3,900 plus 300 if we get the 3 pin, but like if we want value, we kinda just have the Toy here, and this is a faster option here with the 4 pin, of course. It's kinda a must keep. The one stars are pretty okay. I don't think someone has to do the resave. So it's okay, I think. Boom. Into the Toy. It's 40 full. As usual, most Toys are 40 full. And we win, we should be very good to go, and if we don't, then we might not be good to go. Like, we don't even need Tempe here, because Shimotan needs to win, and then they need to make sure that they don't deal in for a lot. Unfortunate. Shimotan has a two pin, because there's score lag on the 1 pins, and it's not a pawn lag. There we go. This is so rigged again. Almost want to cut 1-2 so there, but like I really can't cut 1-2 so there. If it was like a 7 man, we would definitely keep it for the Sansaku, but unfortunately there isn't the Sansaku. The 8 man is too weak to keep with the 6 man in our pond. And even if it was a normal one without the fusion, it would still be very weak. It is hoarding saved us here against Shimotsa. It's a first 3, so I think we are just going to see Mikiri. It's slightly more defensive. And the only doubt that we are really missing out on is the 5, so there's my Sansuku chance, or like we still are not confirmed on the 7-8-9 with this 7-8 pin. There we go. We still need to win slightly more, like if we get Tempai, or like if, like I don't know if we have to Richi, but like if we have like a Mangan Sumo buffer here against the 2nd place here, or like it's like a Tilo Mangan, we are not even safe against that.
Kang.
Fiesta begins. We have an extra Tora chance, or like the 9 penis Tora here. They shouldn't be Tempai here, because they should have the Richi instead. They should have the Richi instead. They are also should are the most sus. They are the most sus. And the 4-7 man, I guess, but the upper social out is twice more subs than the 4-7 man. Should see twice card, shouldn't you in the 8 so? The thing about this falling, I don't know if I should put Simons on Tempeh, but if they are, we don't want to deal in, of course. We just don't want to deal in. I don't know what's the best cut. I can Simons perhaps a 9, so I don't know. Perhaps 5 pin. We can say the 5 pin. The 5 pin should be pretty okay, or the 2 pin. Nine, so here on the left, we almost got into the height here, but and was the 2 pin deal in across? I don't know, but we just have to just make sure that we don't deal into Hanuman, because we will drop 2 seconds. Keeping the honors over the Rakuhais over the Casmins. Although we have a painful hand, we can just open if we pair up the Rakuhai here. Ideally, Tourney or Kamicha will just open for any hand. That is not what we want to see. I wonder if they are fighting for third or if they still try to get first across and here on the left.
Wrong.
Yeah, it's Suchi, perhaps 6p. Just so stupid that it's Suchi. So ugly, so ugly. Come on, what are we doing? Like, it was really like perhaps 6p for Loka, but I didn't know if they were temping. I just want to move towards sundown. You have a horrible hand here. It's really, it just sucks that we got in there with 3 bonus sticks. It really sucks. We had such a good lead, and now we actually don't have a lead. It was way too massive there. There is a lot of goal lag. There is a lot of goal lag. We really want to get rid of this 9 sub. It's pretty safe. It's pretty safe. If we are not pinning things first, it's 100% my fault, by the way. We will be seeing for the 4-5-6, I think. But we don't have enough safe tiles, perhaps. There's way too much goal lag here.
Boom.
Interesting. Like, even if they win, we still have another hand, because the Akariyama is off.
Eat. Eat.
Drink the north or the green? Lijm pin still some pijn. You are really low on safe tiles. We are really low on safe tiles. It gives us 2 more safe tiles. It actually gives us enough safe tiles to the end, because the 6-0 is KB.
Dong.
And there we go. 8-pin donkey. Oh my god. 8-pin Nakapukure donkey. Well played. Well played. Oh my god, we almost thrilled there. Like, it's just like we had such a big lead, and then it's 12k, and then the 6-pin pass, and I thought, like, we can try 9-pin here. And it was not that obvious that it was Tempiter. It wasn't that obvious with this 2-4-pin, and we got in here on the Suchi. And then here, Toyman with this 8-pin. It's really trolling though. Toyman is really trolling there. If we deal into that, I would be pissed. I would really be pissed. And it's a 1-4 here on the left. 1-4, so. You just had to try the 9-pin. There was really nothing else. Like, I thought like 5-so. I was thinking about 5-so for a long time. But this 8-so didn't pass against the first Richi, so it's still non-Suchi. And if we deal in with the 9-pin, it doesn't deal into much. But Toyman is really trolling there. I don't know why they got a 6-so, 6-so. They must have misread the shape or something like that. They must have misread the shape. And then they press Richi, and then the 1-pin is dead, and the 8-pin is horrible as well. So they probably press Richi before they realize that it's such a bad weight. Kinda surprised that Kamita or Shimocha didn't pull it, because they kinda need Tempai if they want to win. Because I'm really unlikely to deal in. We definitely we had like an early lead here, and then we really tilted the rest of the games. We really tilted, and we even won some extra hands here. And this force open is really important. It is like the crucial decision to go for Cheetoids or Toy, and luckily it worked out. And the force just passed as well, and we skipped the first force here because we didn't have the anchor, and then here the force. Then here, okay, I see what they have here. They have like a Sionko E something. That is it for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.